Everyone wants to know what it costs to live abroad, what the rent is, what the visa is, what the healthcare looks like. But almost nobody asks, what is it actually going to feel like? And that's the part that decides whether you stay or quietly move back home with your tail between your legs. Because a place can look perfect online and feel completely wrong in real life. If you're new here, I've spent almost 10 years helping people relocate to my neon hometown of Las Vegas. That has been my entire world. Helping people figure out where they fit, what lifestyle makes sense, how to move in a way that actually kind of works for them. And now I'm taking that same approach globally. But I want to be clear about something. I'm not sitting here pretending that I've lived in every country or navigated every system myself. That is not what this is. What I am doing, though, is talking to people who have made the move, people who have stayed, people who have left, local experts, and real estate professionals on the ground. And I'm looking for patterns, what actually works and what doesn't, and what people wish they knew sooner. Because this isn't about one opinion, it's about what consistently shows up in real life. At first, living abroad feels exciting, fresh, alive, and super interesting. Everything has your attention. But right next to that becomes disorientation mode, because your brain is learning a completely new environment. Where do I go? How does this work? What's normal here? And every simple thing takes a lot more effort. And this is something that I hear constantly. The first phase isn't just exciting, it's mentally loud. That doesn't mean something's wrong, it just means you're kind of in adjustment mode, if you will. So this is one of the most honest ways to say it. Living abroad feels like freedom and friction at the exact same time. The freedom is real, less routine, more intention, more presence, which is obviously what we're doing it for. But so is the friction. Different systems, different pace, and definitely different expectations. So the people who thrive, they don't expect it to feel easy. They expect it to feel different. A lot of people think that they want a new place, but what they really want is a different pace. Yes, I'm doing a little spoken word for you today. Let me go into a little bit of Dr. Seuss mode for you, real quick. A lot of people think they want a new place, but what they really want is a different pace. They want a life that doesn't feel rushed or optimized or just constantly on. Now, I remember the first time I stayed somewhere long enough to feel that shift. It wasn't the beach, it wasn't the view, it was a random Tuesday morning where I realized that my day just felt easier. And that's when it really hits you. There are places in the world where life isn't designed to exhaust you, believe it or not. And that changes how you experience kind of everything. Now let me move into another subject. You're definitely going to be trading convenience for something else, though. So maybe more beauty, more connection, more awareness in your life, but you might lose speed, predictability, familiarity. And these are the patterns that I keep seeing. The people who love living abroad didn't find perfection. They chose a trade-off that felt worth it, which I'm hoping you'll be able to do when you learn from me. So when you do finally relocate and live abroad or give this a shot, at some point the trip ends, the vacation ends, and that's when real life kind of shows up, right? Groceries, routines, work, normal days. And that's the real test. It's not gonna be, do I love this place? But it's gonna be like, do I like my normal life here? Because lifestyle is not where you go. It's how your life feels when you're there. Now, when you decide to move abroad, sometimes it's gonna feel like you're losing parts of you, but you're finding others. You lose things like the familiar parts of life, the ease, the automatic confidence in your everyday routine. And that can feel super uncomfortable. It's going to feel uncomfortable. But in that space, you are going to be building something new. Adaptability, perspective, self-awareness. And this is something that I hear again and again. People don't just relocate, they evolve. It's going to feel lonely sometimes, even in the right place, because you left the familiar parts of your life, shared context, and people who you know. That doesn't mean it's wrong. It just means it's real. And the people who succeed at this, they expect that part. They don't panic when it shows up, but it is a hard thing to embrace, so just be prepared. It's gonna feel more true if it's the right fit. And that's the part that's kind of hard to explain. Some places just feel more aligned. They're not gonna be perfect, they're not gonna be flawless, they're just gonna feel right. And this is the pattern that I keep seeing. The people who stay don't say, this place is perfect. They say, this life fits me better. Honestly, this is why these conversations matter, because people don't just need information, they need clarity about the life that they're actually trying to build. Like I said, I've spent almost 10 years helping people relocate to my neon hometown of Las Vegas, and now I'm doing the same thing in cities all around the world. If you're starting to think, wait a minute, this might actually work for me, please reach out. I will help you build a real plan with the right people in place, with no pressure, just some clarity. I'm not in this to sell you a timeshare. I'm genuinely in this to just give good advice based off of all this awesome research I'm doing for this entire channel. Now, it's not gonna fix everything when you move abroad. Let's just be really honest about that. Moving abroad does not fix your life. It actually exposes it, my friends. You're still gonna bring your habits and your patterns and all your damn stress, all your drama. That stuff sticks to you. It's kind of sticky. The move works best when it supports a life that you're already trying to build. And hopefully that life is gonna be giving you something that feels like possibility again. And this might be the biggest shift for you. Your life's gonna feel open again. You're gonna feel less boxed in, less automatic, less predictable. You have to be ready for that stretch. You realize that there are gonna be different ways to live, and that changes everything. Everything. So when you're moving abroad, you are not just choosing a place, you're gonna be choosing a version of your life. And the question isn't, is this place perfect? It's, does this life feel better than the one I'm currently living or that I'm leaving? Because if the answer is yes, that's the only signal you actually need. I hope you're enjoying my videos. I hope you're enjoying my channel. My entire purpose is to help you figure out what the hell you're doing for this next chapter of your life. So please do yourself a favor, scan the QR code. Let's set up a call. I'd love to just meet you and learn about what you're dreaming about and see if I can help you along the way. I'll see you next time.